calls them from the Whispering Pines congregation.
Passing by early in the morning, they saw the fig tree already withered up from the roots. So Peter, remembering it, said to him, "Rabbi, see, the fig tree that you cursed has withered up." And in reply, Jesus said to them, "Have faith in God. Truly I say to you that whoever tells this mountain, 'Be lifted up and thrown into the sea,' and does not doubt in his heart, but has faith that what he says is going to occur, he will have it so. This is why I tell you, all the things you pray and ask for, have faith that you have practically received, and you will have them. And when you stand praying, forgive whatever you have against anyone, in order that your Father, who is in the heavens, may also forgive you your trespasses." And they came again to Jerusalem. And as he was walking in the temple, the chief priests and the scribes, the older men, came to him, and began to say to him, "By what authority do you do these things? Or who gave you this authority to do these things?" Jesus said to them, "I will ask you one question. You answer me, and I will also tell you by what authority I do these things. Was the baptism by John from heaven or from men? Answer me." So they began to reason among themselves, saying, "If we say it from heaven, he will say, 'Why is it therefore you do not believe him?' But dare we say from men?" They were in fear of the crowd, for these all held that John had really been a prophet. Well, in reply to Jesus, they said, "We do not know." And Jesus said to them, "Neither am I telling you by what authority I do these things." Also, he started to speak to them with illustrations. A man planted a vineyard and put a fence around it, and dug a vat for the winepress, and erected a tower, and let it out to cultivators and traveled abroad. Now in due season he sent forth a slave to the cultivators, that he might get some of the fruits of the vineyard from the cultivators. But they took him, beat him up, and sent him away empty. And again he sent forth another slave to them. And that one they struck on the head and dishonored. And he sent forth another, and that one they killed. And many others, some of whom they beat up, and some of whom they killed. One more he had, a beloved son. He sent him forth last to them, saying, "They will respect my son." But those cultivators said among themselves, "This is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and the inheritance will be ours." So they took him and killed him, and threw him outside the vineyard. What will the owner of the vineyard do? He will come and destroy the cultivators, and will give the vineyard to others. Did you never read this scripture? The stone that the builders rejected, this has become the chief cornerstone. From Jehovah this has come to be, and it is marvelous in our eyes.
Thank you very much, Brother Paulson. Very nicely done. It's important when we read from the Bible to put proper emphasis on certain words, that they stand out. Our benefit book says, when reading any scripture, you should ask yourself, what feelings or emotions do these words express, and how should I convey it? It says, analyze the text that you'd like to use, and regarding each one, ask yourself, what purpose is this? What do I need to do to emphasize this properly? Well, it's good to see in your reading that you had given a lot of thought to what words you wanted to stress. Like, for example, I noticed in 11 verse 21, what Peter said, the fig tree that you cursed has withered up. So emphasized that here was the fulfillment of what Jesus had said earlier that day. And verse 32, but dare we say? And so you can make the thought that they had given a lot of us to how they were going to respond to the question. And chapter 12, verse 7, this is the heir. Here they were giving special emphasis to this delegate, and you did too by your reading. So that was very nicely done. We appreciate it very much. As we talk to people from door to door and try to help them appreciate the point of the verse, we want to make sure that we too read with proper emphasis so that the person gets the point of what we're trying to convey to them. Now we come